Hey Sagittarius, I'm Chris. Welcome to your March Taroscope. Now guys, I feel like a shift in energy with Sagittarius. I feel like there's a sort of evolution happening with you guys. When I was meditating on your sign, I kept feeling like almost like exfoliation, you know, like these outer layers of stuff that was on top being shed away. I don't think it's real deep stuff. I think that what you guys are going through right now is just growing into a different phase of your life, growing into a different chapter of your life. It feels to me like there's reason right now for Sagittarius to celebrate. What that says to me is that I think that there have been certain things that's been happening that have been accomplishments, where you can kind of sit back and look at your life and feel really good. Feel really good about what you've done. Feel really good about what's been happening for you. Almost borderline, and I'm not hating for it, Sagittarius, but almost borderline arrogance, which is fine. I'm happy for you guys to have that. Sagittarius should be fired up that way. Sagittarius should be a little feeling themselves. Because there's also a sense of groundedness. There's a sense of, as much as like there's this sense of this big wide open expanse where you have all these options and choices, and maybe you're ready to go forward and things are shedding and you're starting brand new. There's a practicality in a way. There's a sort of focus on the details, focus on the step-by-step process of what you're trying to accomplish right now. Starting off the reading, Sagittarius, with the Three of Pentacles in reverse. So a little block, maybe it's a sense of creativity. A little maybe difficulty with other people, right? So this could mean a sort of feeling of maybe disconnect, right? And this month I've been doing the readings by polarity. So I just did Gemini, and you guys are the polarity of Gemini, Sagittarius. And with Gemini, I think this is the case here too with Sag. There's a little bit of disconnect with people. Not necessarily feeling like you have conflict, but almost feeling a little bit like an outsider. And the thing I said to Gemini, which I think I'm going to say to you guys too, because I think it's very similar, is that we're signs that stand out. And in that standing out, sometimes you don't quite click all the time with other people. Sometimes you just want to fit in a way that kind of you don't. But I think that this is okay, Sagittarius, because what I think is happening here is a coming into yourself, right? A focus on you, a focus on your goals, your passions, your creativity, what you need to express, what's happening for you next. It's a time of rest, I think, right? We're in Mercury retrograde in Pisces season. Difficult energy. There might be a little sadness with what you're moving on from, right? A shift in identity, a shift in lifestyle, a shift in, you know, the way things have been. Where there's possibly a need to just take a step back from people, from projects, from putting yourself out there in a way. In your ideal, Sagittarius, you have the Eight of Swords. So it's almost as if you don't want to do anything right now, any big moves, any big changes. It's as if like stasis right now is kind of a good thing. So as much as I felt the energy of evolution for you guys, I think that part of it is allowing the shedding to happen. Is allowing yourself to just focus fully on you. The Eight of Swords here is self-imposed limitations. Yes, that's the way we link this card, but almost in a way that is positive and is healthy, and is like creating boundaries. That's allowing you to nurture yourself and nurture your own energy and take care of yourself. It's allowing the changes that have been happening and allowing the changes that are still yet to happen. It's allowing yourself to process that. Allowing yourself to enjoy, right? To be still a little bit. You see, because in the past here, first position in the past, we have the Seven of Pentacles. So there's been a lot of work. And you see what I said from the beginning about something that's been accomplished? The Seven of Pentacles says that you recently like had something pay off. Something that you've been working towards, something that you've been having in the works for some time. This is a card of reaping things. And you've been waiting, Sagittarius. I think there's been something that's been in the works for a while. Something you've been hustling with. Something you've been hustling towards. And now it's just time to marinate. Right? Now it's time to get clear on who you are and what you're about and what's happening going forward. As I was meditating for you guys, I felt like there's a need to make a lot of choices right now. A lot of decisions about where things are going for you. Maybe a lot of big decisions. We have the Lovers here, right? So for some of you, I think that there were situations with a significant other that either with the Seven of Pentacles here were not paying off. Or for others of you where this has brought it to a new level, right? So some of you might be seeing that there was like an investment of time and energy with somebody that wasn't worth it, wasn't going anywhere. And this explains the need to come to yourself. With some of you guys, relationships were taken to the next level. And again, why you need to rest, right? To enjoy the time, what you've created with another person. If it's not talking about relationships, the Lovers we always look at as a sort of coming home to yourself. A harmony within. And Sagittarius, I think for a while you've needed this harmony. You've needed this sort of stability. This inner stability. I mentioned Gemini coming to this reading, right? And here Gemini is showing up in your reading. So Sagittarius, there's a need to find peace. For some of you, that peace is going to be found by separating yourself from a relationship that's made itself clear is not going to turn out the way you want it to. For some of you, that's to enjoy the companionship you have with somebody who is important and meaningful to you. To the rest of y'all, this is about yourself. Harmony within, peace within yourself. That's been a long time coming. I think Sagittarius energy for a while has been trying to carry a lot, has been thinking a lot, has like the wheels have been turning, the fire's been burning for a while. Literally what I was thinking about, I did a reading for my sister last time I saw her, Sagittarius, and the Ten of Wands was the card we pulled for her. Literally what I was just thinking about. When I said you guys have been doing a lot, the fire's been burning a lot, Ten of Wands, we're at the epitome of fire. We're at the natural conclusion of fire, which is just this movement, this hustle, this work, this backbreaking almost work, this responsibility. Now again, for some of you guys, there was a relationship that I think was more of a burden than it was like a gift. And this month sees you moving even further away from that. For some of you, I think there's been some inner conflict. The mental process is going really hard, going really strong, maybe being confusing, a lot of voices in your head. I think there's been a lot of mental activity, Sagittarius. I think you've been hearing a lot of input. I think you've been like getting a lot of input from the universe, right? Like signs, information, intuition's been strong. And what I want from you guys in March is to drop the load a little bit. Again, Mercury retrograde, Pisces season. Relax. Let what's happened process and let what's going to happen, give it space to come in. Doing a little too much, Sagittarius. Doing a little too much. Maybe even wanting too much. Right? With that like real zealousness. Is that a word? You know, where you want to do so much, take on so much, you want so much to happen. And that's what I think this month is about, looking at the practical steps. Step by step, day by day, brick by brick. Building the foundation for your future. If you try to go too hard, too fast right now, Sagittarius, it's gonna hurt you. And our turning point here is the Six of Cups. So the first thing I think of this is joy, right? Some of you might have been spending a lot of time recently with family and loved ones. There's a sense of comfort. There's a sense of feeling cared for. There's a sense of being loved. There's also a sense here of desire to reconnect with passions. To live your dreams out. Sagittarius, I just feel you right now like give me more, give me more, give me more. Like you want a lot right now. Because I think you're tired of being... You're tired of waiting. Tired of waiting. You feel like you've waited a lot, right? The good thing is, Sagittarius, like by the end of the month, we're in Aries season. Things will feel a little lighter. Mercury's still going to be all over the place. But it's okay. Sagittarius, I want you this month to focus on receiving. Receiving pleasure, receiving joy. Knowing that you deserve it. And asking for it. Demanding it. Why not? It's about speaking, right? Communicating. Mercury retrograde is not always just about being quiet and things going wrong. It's about being reflective. What do you need right now? And that's what I mean about communicating. What do you need? What do you need to feel supported? What do you need to feel loved? Y'all are communicators. It's about going deeper now, right? Getting in touch with what gives meaning and joy to your life. Eight of Pentacles. Creating, for some of you, just creating your dreams. Going forward through the month, like what all this does, what all this like asking for support, getting love, getting good emotions happens is that you reconnect with something that makes you happy. You reconnect with your joy. This is building. Pentacle by pentacle, one at a time. Creating happiness, creating love. Creating a life that is a little easier for you. It's like your happiness is in your control now, Sagittarius. This month is about taking the reins. This month is about separating from anything that made you feel like you were dependent on somebody else. Like someone else had the ability to affect you or your energy. Taking your happiness into your own hands. Making moves that are going to bring you pleasure and joy. So while we're resting, while we're relaxing, while we're taking steps back, it's not about like sitting on the sidelines and not living your life. Unburdening. Right? Dark moon. Unburdening. Going within, yeah. Right? So the sense of creation, I think what's happening is that we're getting deeper and we're finding the meaning within. The dark moon asks you to take some time out. It asks you to understand better who you are. To figure out where you are in life and where you're going. There's an emphasis here, Sagittarius, because now we're looking at these three cards in a row. On sort of disconnecting from other people in certain ways. Filtering out what's important and what's not. These cards ask you to get in a place where you can stand on your own. Not like you're dependent on people, but where like your energy is almost like uninfluenceable. Bad English. You can't be fucked around with your energy, right? And how do we do that? It's going to be different for everybody, but you have to understand what gives you meaning. That's the beauty of Pisces season, right? This is exactly Pisces season. This is a Pisces season reading. Tumultuous, need to relax, need to pull back, but ultimately in doing so, finding meaning. Finding what makes you feel connected. What gives life purpose. What is like the real love that you want. Do you want to make a family with the person you're with? Real love might be love for yourself. Whatever it means for you who's watching this. And rounding out the reading with another 8. The 8 of Cups. Letting go of what has been. Right? Being more in favor of... This again is a dropping of a load. The 8 of Cups. Dropping of the things that were heavy for you. The things that you tried so hard to hold on to. The things that you really wanted to work out. The relationships you really wanted to work out. The effort, like I'm looking at this card and just seeing you put so much effort into trying to make something work that I think was just never going to work. At least to the way you want it to, at least in a way that's going to make you feel fulfilled. All this energy, Sagittarius. We have 3 8s, I just realized, in this reading. Inner work. Meaning, depth. Bottom of the deck, we have the King of Pentacles in reverse. Some of you might have been having some issues with an earth sign, right? Or just somebody who was someone you maybe looked up to, who you thought was really great and didn't work out. Some of you guys need to put more attention into your material world. Where is your career going? Where are you going to live? Like, these are the kind of choices I was talking about before, right? Let me show you the cards. So here's Sagittarius. There's so much here that I'm seeing about focusing on your joy. There's so much here that I'm seeing about pulling back. Feeling yourself. Giving yourself what you need. This is a very like self-oriented spread, I think. There's been a lot, there's heaviness here too, right? There's heaviness. Meaningful heaviness though, right? About what you're creating for yourself. It's about looking to the future right now, Sag. It's about getting clear. It's about getting clear with yourself about what you want. What you've had is not working. Who you had maybe isn't working. All right, let's pull an outcome card here and see where we're ending out the month. But again, a focus on the details because this is the only major arcana we have here. Everything else is about step by step focusing on the details, the things that are right in front of us, a lot of emotions. Outcome card, 7 of Cups. A little escapism here. A little bit of, I think, feeling a little overwhelmed with your choices. And that's why I think it's important, like it falls right here on top of the 3 of Pentacles in reverse. So I think there is an emphasis here on getting in touch with your intuition, listening. Listening to yourself, listening to your inner self, listening to what the universe is showing you. This is about not being lost in illusion. This is about being truthful. Cutting through the garbage. Not, like I think this is also saying this too shall pass. the heaviness that you might be feeling, the loss you might be feeling, it's temporary. This is a call to be honest with yourself, Sagittarius, about what you need. Celebrating yourself without like losing yourself. So just be calm, be still. This month is challenging you to find the peace within, is the ultimate goal here, right? In this time of change and transition, you're being asked to go within and find what keeps you balanced, keeps you sane, keeps you centered. I love you, Sagittarius. No private readings this month. Gotta relax a little bit. So you guys are gonna do great. Let the storm pass. Let these waves of emotions pass. Let what was pass out of being. There's almost something here where you can just kind of like sit back and let it go. You don't have to do that much right now. What you have to do is chill. Evolution is happening. Just let it. Love you guys. Talk to you soon.